Hi everyone, this is Ervin from ESCBubble, and I'm joined by Mäna, who is one of the finalists in Luxembourg. Mäna, thank you for joining me. How are you doing?
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm doing very good. What about you?
I'm doing great. Tell me, for the very beginning, how did this whole Luxembourg Song Contest story come about? How did you decide to, first of all, audition and enter this contest?
So actually, I wasn't really planning on participating this year because
Mhm.
it's also my last year of uni. So I
Okay.
was like, oh, maybe it's going to get a bit much. But I
Mhm.
had like a talk with my producers and I told them a bit about my story and how I'm doing, how I was doing at that time. And so they were inspired by my situation and also like by their situation that they have in life.
Mhm.
And so they created a little song and they sent me the demo and I listened to it and they were like, oh, what if we could do this song? Maybe would you be interested in participating? And when I heard the song, I was like, oh, that explains everything so good. I was like in tune with the song. And so they gave me creative freedom on how I wanted it to look like or even like change some stuff. So that was even more perfect because we always like work in this trio together. And then I just sent it in, but I wasn't thinking a lot about it because I knew that it's also like my last year, as I said before. And so yeah, it was an even more a bigger surprise when they called me to participate.
Now tell me, how does your uni work and Luxembourg Song Contest come together?
I don't know it either, so I'm going day by day and just trying to figure it out. But for example, I had all my exams last week, so it's good. It was
Mhm.
very stressful, but it's very perfect because I have the 2 weeks that are upcoming. I have nothing to do, so I
Mhm.
can be fully concentrated on the rehearsals. But for the rest, it was pretty difficult and pretty crazy because I also had like my internship when the auditions started, so everything just got a bit together, but I managed. So that's everything. Everything went well.
When you want something, you're going to find the time for it.
That's true. Absolutely.
Tell me more about Human Eyes. Like, what's the meaning behind it, and why is this song so important to you? And why did you decide to say yes immediately when you first heard it?
So, Humanize actually talks about the theme that you think you know a person. So you know the person how they were in the beginning, and then after some time they change, and it's like not really the person that you fell in love with, for example. And so you're still trying to find this the old version of the person, right? But you can't. It's very difficult. And so you're going through this process of like finding out and just like deciding in the end to just go because you know that's the only way to get better. And I really like the idea of like portraying this story with like ghosts and human eyes, like making a reference, yeah, like, oh, and I thought you have human eyes, but actually you're a monster. And it's difficult to get you off of me because I know this side that isn't there anymore. And this really resonated with me because of a story I was going through last year. And that's why I also like just clicked with the song and I was like in tune.
How are you getting ready for the show, and like, what can we expect from your stage performance on the night?
So I'm singing a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. I'm always like singing my song up and down, just like to be sure, like for every word, how I'm pronouncing it, which is super difficult sometimes because English isn't my first language. So
Mhm.
I know that I can have like an accent for some words. That's what I
We
do.
all do.
Yeah, true. That's true. Yeah. And the thing is, I'm like a good fellow overthinker. So I'm always like, oh no, this word doesn't sound right. So we have to change, we have to do. So that's what I'm doing a lot. For the rest, I'm filming myself to just see
Mhm.
what I do with my movements and
Mhm.
with my expressions, which is something I never thought of because I was like just singing on stages without cameras. But here it's like a completely different
Yeah.
thing. Um, And for the rest, next week I'm going to start rehearsing with like the outfits and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be another preparation. But for the rest, besides that, I'm just trying to relax and to do some cardio, because of the, like, when you get nervous, your heart rate goes up, and when you're singing with your heart rate up, you can't really sing. So I'm trying to work on that too. And for the performance, you can, how can I say that? It's going to be mysterious.
Okay.
And I hope that we will be able to incorporate drama, but there are going to be a lot of emotions.
Mm-hmm.
But I told myself that I'm not going to spoil too much, so that people are staying a bit like, "Ooh, I want to know." So that's
keeping us on our toes.
True, yeah, because I know that I like just oversharing, so I'm really trying to not do it this time.
And what would it mean to you to actually go on and win Luxembourg Song Contest and maybe represent Luxembourg in Switzerland this year?
It would mean more than the world to me, because it's like a great chance to like be able to represent the country that you were born in and just lived your whole life. And it would also be like, because Eurovision is such a prestige show, and to have the chance to represent a person, a country, like internationally, is so crazy to me. And it would like, I would be super proud, but also super happy. And I think it's difficult to put it in words, but it would just mean a lot, because I know that like I was born here, so I did my whole life until now here, and to have the chance to be part of such a big thing, I don't even have words to describe it. But I think you can imagine. It's like just whoa, crazy, I don't know, wow, mega.
And tell me, did you watch Eurovision in the past years, and was there like a particular song that stayed with you that you have been listening to ever since the contest?
Yeah, so I was more like a kid. I didn't know about Eurovision when I was younger, but I always knew that there was something with like music related, with like big stage and big performances, and it always spoke to me, because I'm a very creative person and I really like this like va va voom on the stage. So when I got a bit older, I got more interested in Eurovision, and one song that really like just captivated me was Amar pelos dois from Salvador Sobral, because I really like the vulnerability of the song, and with the powerful message of like love, and how this can be make you vulnerable, but you're ready to do everything to be in love. And it was like this song, because it was so simple from the stage. It was so simple because it was him alone with the lights, and I got captivated. And it's also a song that I really like covering when I'm singing. So that's like, it was like super good.
And what's going to be next for Mäna after, well, first graduation, hopefully Eurovision? What's going to be next?
I'm already working on some songs, because I'm trying, I would really like to, it was like one of my New Year's resolutions is maybe to release an EP or maybe an album. So I'm already like working on it and searching for ideas, and maybe play some more concerts. And I think that's like the road to go with Mäna for now.
We'll be looking forward to hearing that EP, but first of all, we're looking forward to seeing you perform in Luxembourg Song Contest. I wish you the very best of luck, and who knows, we might see you at Eurovision as well.
Who knows? Who knows? I hope so.
Thank you very much for joining me today,
Thank
Mäna.
you.